education, my self-worth, my self-esteem, and hope was at an all-time low. I had lost my job at the law firm I was at for 4 years. I was not receiving any child support for my 2 minor children, and the bills were getting behind. So I felt as though I had nothing to give. From December 2011 to March 5, 2012, I have been without an income, but still nothing got cut off. I did not go hungry, and I did not revert to some of my old ways to make ends meet. Without a shadow of a doubt that God was going to turn it around. I need to say that when I first stepped into this church in April 2010, I was on a 5-day crack binge. I was laying less than my usual weight and had no hope. Sister Louise Hunter, Sister Nicole Lisa Banks, and Sister Gwendolyn White embraced me, allowed me to cry, and gave me some hope. I knew after that service that Harambe would become my church. Which in 2004, I completed my discipleship class and became a member. I would like to thank Apostle Brenda Ball for being obedient and leading his sheep. That's right. I've seen church members criticize you. I've seen the community criticize you, but you still gave a clear message and helped me every Sunday. I remember in September 2007, came to my house from my sister's house. And you sat with me and didn't even know her. I was never going to say, thank you so much. I thank God for placing you in my life. And I'm putting you on the pedestal, but I know that you were going through it. You still were able to teach me. In spite of it, you have helped God mold me into the woman you always were. And I thank you for that. Thank you for showing up when they put it. Thank you. Pastor Tom, Deacon Ear Jackson, Dyson Banks, Glenn Clements, and Danny, thank you for your calls, your texts, your hugs, your smiles, your unconditional care and concern. You just don't know on many a days you've helped me get through. Many a days. To Sister Candace, Sister Janelle Scott, Sister Monique Bryant, thank you for encouraging me through the statuses on Facebook. Thank you. To my sister Val, I'm the big sister, but sometimes you're the little sister. Thank you all for loving me in spite of me. My title is Enduring It All Through God's Grace and Mercy. Ephesians 5 reads, awake you who are asleep, arise from the dead, and Christ will give you life. I had 3 sons by the age of 20, obtained my paralegal degree when they were 2, 4, and 6, and all my life I need to say I had an attitude of indifference and thought I was better than most. At the age of 31, I got caught up on drugs and alcohol, My addiction progressed so fast, which had me accept that I am no different than those I had judged. I had went to jail for the first time ever at the age of 31, going back 2 times in 1 year from crack. I need to say I spent every holiday out of Dauphin County Prison between 2001 and 2002. But it was that 501 Mall Road in 2002 where I understood that I needed a personal relationship with God. I always believed if I believed in my mother's God that I would be okay. Such was not the case. I came to God with 2 daughters added to my life in 2002 and vowed that I would continue to come to Him. I have fallen a few times since 2002, but God never left me nor forsake me. Matthew 17:20 tells me that if I have faith the smallest mustard seed, that nothing will be impossible. I would always tell myself when I fell, I have to come out of this. One of my favorite mottos used to be, if God forgives me and my kids forgive me, forget the rest of the world. I had to revive that prayer. I had learned over the last 10 years that I must forgive myself. In order for me to leave my past in the past. My faith must stand trial. I will never know faith until I'm in a good fight. Good faith is proven when I am in the furnace. I have learned this recently: for every trial, there is going to be a glory. I had to stop asking God to fix the thing that He was not going to fix, because His strength is made perfect, so therefore He will give me the grace to bear it. He may not change it, but He will give me grace. He always showed up in my addiction. I never got raped, I never lost my mind, and I am HIV free. I have learned that He has set me apart. He put His mark on me. He meant for me to be different. I was meant to be an outcast, and I have been an outcast. I have to stop beating up on myself for what I have been through and ask God to help me to forgive me. I have never gotten over the death, the divorce, the heartbreak, the crisis, or the self-hatred. I have become habitual of dealing with trauma. And one day in 2011, I woke up empty. And I was ashamed to admit to anyone that I was tired, because I was everyone's hero. Everyone depended on me. I had to learn to stop being ashamed of being tired and empty. I had never stopped to receive anything, and everybody in my life was pulling on me and draining me. I remember Sister Lori McNeil told me a few years ago, Kim, you don't know how to receive love. I didn't understand that until 2011. Jeremiah 29:11-13 reminds me that God's got a plan for me. For He knows, He cares, and His plan has a purpose. Pastor said at the beginning of the year that God is going to restore me to my proper place. I claim that, I believe that, and I am seeing the results. I am standing still and I am waiting on the Lord. My faith has made me clear my lifestyle and cut away things that I thought I could not live without. One of the hardest things I had to do was see God when I was in my trial, because it was unfamiliar territory. I have learned that everything must be prayed over and that I must operate in faith. He wants the best for me. The good thing about God is when He ordains me, knows me, and sanctifies me, I don't have to worry about who else don't want me, because there's no weapon formed shall prosper. I believe that. You know, that praise and worship said it this morning. You know, it was right on time. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. I believe He brought me into this world for a designated purpose. I trust Him no matter what the outcome is. If He doesn't turn it around, I know it will be okay, because it will be according to His will. My prayer is for Him to carry me through my trial. James 1 tells me to count it all joy when I fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of my faith produces patience. Having faith is my ability to talk to Him, that He hears me, and to be assured that no matter what I'm going through, He promises never to leave me. As Mary J. would say, I am living proof. I am so glad the worst is over. My best days are in front of me, because I am free. Each battle brings me to another level. I am thanking God for the battles that I have been through. I thank Him for the people who blocked me out, because they taught me how to fight. So I pray continuously for God to touch my inner being. I say to you all, if you don't know my pain, you won't understand my praise. I earn the right to praise Him. I don't So in closing, I believe God has reached out his hands and raised me up. A voice in my head tells me constantly, now you see him, this is why you got high. This is why you went to jail. This is why you were lost. So that one day you can go out and spread the word that there is no greater than love. Love of self, God. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.